coming from East Tennessee, kind of a Southern Appalachian vibe, we just caught a lot of traction immediately out west. We struggled a little bit going through the South and Midwest. I don't think the music resonated the same way. And the second we got to the West, everyone's like, they like to drink, they like to dance, they like music, they're active during the day and the night.
Mountain people are
just
the same everywhere you go.
It's mountain people. That's pretty much the deal. And it's been awesome because it takes us to all these beautiful places that I would want to be regardless.
We are in Basalt, Colorado. This is Cruz, Contreras, and Jake Smith. These guys are touring musicians, and obviously I'm on this long trip. You know, one way to travel around is to be solo, but another way to do it is to be with a band.
Oh yeah.
So the focus of this conversation right now is going to be about what is it like to travel with a group of 5, a bunch of gear, going to cool, Colorado mountain towns, New Mexico, Montana.
Yeah.
These guys are from East Tennessee, where I'm from, and they're going out, exploring the West. And they're going out, exploring the West, but playing shows instead of hiking mountains like I'm doing.
We do both.
Doing both?
We built in days to. We're going to be out near Mesa Verde on Monday with the day off. We'll go any of the hikes out that region. Go fishing on the Yellowstone. We'll go up to Glacier. Music takes us a lot of beautiful places, so we make sure we enjoy it while we're there.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. So, Cruz, that's one reason I'm assuming why you designed, these types of tours, right? You go to places that you want to visit.
Absolutely.
And you book gigs along the way.
I go to places that I'd be sad otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Like if I weren't out here in the summer, I'd be sniffling.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've been doing this for probably 15 years with this band, with this concept. So we develop relationships and friendships, and so it's the communities, it's the landscape, and it's the people and friends and the fan. It's the whole ball of wax.
You were telling me earlier a little bit about the tribe with its mission.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about that.
Well, you think about people, or how do I say this? A lot of times people look at me and they're like, I don't see how you do it. Like, I can't believe you live in a van or you tour. It must be so hard. And I'm always like, well, I love it. Like, why do I love it? Why do musicians love it? It's not everybody's cut out for this, but. And then my wife has noticed too, every summer when I come back, she's like, what have you been doing? Like, you look healthy, you look happy.
Yeah.
Like, this is supposed to wear you out, right?
Yeah.
My theory is that it goes back to the way that humans evolved, and that's operating in a small group of people, a tribe, and having kind of like a survival mission mentality.
Yeah, totally.
Like, we wake up every day, we know what time we got to wake up and where we got to be and how far we got to go and what we have to do, and we're rewarded for it.
Yeah, I can certainly say I like the having the task at hand and the simplicity around that with going on the road. Yeah,
I notice every time you take off on tour, as soon as the van starts rolling, you can hear everybody almost like exhale, just like,
oh yeah,
life just got simple. It made sense. It makes sense.
And it's always a little crazy up to that point.
It's nuts.
It like feels like such an insane undertaking.
Getting ready for it is
and then once you're there, it's like, oh yeah,
it's like I gotta mow the grass.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. Just like taking
people
care
thinking bad about me because my grass is too long.
Yeah, totally. Must be off living in a van somewhere.
Yeah.
What is it like to take off from the regular routine of home and jump on tour? And it's a little bit of a vacation, but you're also working. So how do you find that balance?
It's tough. For me right now, I have a growing family and a growing space and operation back home, so there is a little bit of I just kind of have to trust that everyone back home is keeping it together.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of new chicks on the farm, and I wish I was there for that, but we have FaceTime.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of people to make this happen. You know, you have a lot of people. You have to have the support.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I like to stick on the travel aspect of it. With 15 years of experience doing something like this, are there little quirks and tidbits that you picked up, like little hacks you've noticed that what is good for a band on tour? What makes it thrive?
Now this has been an evolution. Early, you know, when I started singing, I was in my early 30s, and we stayed up all night. We drank hard. You know, a lot of times when it was time to leave, you're looking for your band. You're on a search mission.
You got to be in the next town in 6 hours.
You're running late. You're hungover. You're sweating.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And everywhere you go is new too. So
yeah,
it's a wild ride. But that is not completely sustainable. So you know, fast forward. We've got our yoga mats.
Yeah.
We're cold plunging. We're hot springing. We're eating healthy.
Yeah, and I think
you're looking for organic food.
I think all of us did enough of just being totally insane buck wild on the road.
Yeah.
To like everyone individually in their own things, that when we all came together, it was like it's like everybody's been through enough that it's like it's like, okay, we're like, you know, it's like everybody do your thing, but also like just be where you need to be. Know when it's like, yeah, and it's always like, okay, cool, yeah. It's like, okay, it's time to go home. Oh, we're all here. Great. Okay, yeah, let's go to bed. Great. It's like, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. I miss those days a little bit, but it's just everything has an arc, and for me, if I want to keep playing music, I'm 47 years old. And it's like, well, you gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah, there's certainly
and
a
lot
balance.
of people over the years they have to tap out.
Being from the South, I certainly know the pull, you know, going from the East Coast to the West to explore these amazing states, and you know, cities are much farther apart. There's mountains literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Why design a tour for, you know, you and your guys to go out west rather than sticking around the East Coast? Like, why this Western tour right now?
I think some of it goes back to the idea that do you or do you not decide who your fan base is? I think some artists are thoughtful and purposeful and like, hey, we're going to create this concept and this will be the fan base. For me, music was just an organic, like, hey, this is something I have to like get off my chest or put out there. So I never really thought about who's going to like my music. But what I did find early on is coming from East Tennessee, kind of a Southern Appalachian vibe, we just caught a lot of traction immediately out west. We struggled a little bit going through the South and Midwest. I don't think the music resonated the same way. And the second we got to the West, everyone's like, they like to drink, they like to dance, they like music, they're active during the day and the night.
Mountain people are
just
the same everywhere
you
go.
It's mountain people. That's pretty much the deal. And it's been awesome because it takes us to all these beautiful places that I would want to be regardless.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was getting at, right? It's like you already want to be here, and now there's that similarity between Tennessee and the South and a lot of the mountain towns out west.
I mean, it's why we're here today. Our buddy Brent, who's from Southwest Virginia, moved out here to ski years ago, and he's a landscaper, but he's also a music promoter, and that's literally why we're here.
We've kind of been forcing our friends to like plan their vacations around our tours too, because we had Bill Alexander, the Appalachian hippie poet. Just gonna give him a shout out right now, but he came to see us. We got other friends coming out from Knoxville.
Yeah, like every couple days we have people flying out, joining up.
Yeah. My gal flew into New Mexico the day that we were leaving New Mexico, but she's renting a car, so we're all gonna meet back in Dolores tomorrow. but it's fun though, because it's like, I don't know, it makes it feel like the event.
Yeah, there's it gives reason to it. Like you can play music anywhere. You can entertain yourself at home playing music. You don't have to like drive 2,000 miles to play music. But there's reasons.
It is more fun. It's more fun than sitting in your room and play music. Let's be real.
Okay.
Yeah.
True.
Like you said, you know, your friends and family are drawn to that organically. Like, here we go. I talked to Jake before I left for my trip, and then when I roll up, Brent says, "Oh, another Tennessean?
Yeah.
They just come out of the woodwork.
Yeah. Oh, it was great. No, it worked out great. I mean, I think I saw you like 2 days before you left or something. Yeah, and it was.
Yeah. Then Jake says we're going on tour.
And I was like, here's our potential tour schedule, and nothing in Colorado changed, so we were all good. Like, yeah, it worked out great.
Is there, and you can say no, whatever, but is there any sort of advice you'd give to bands that are maybe hesitant to step out of their comfort zone and visit places that they really want to go?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to kind of avoid that question for just a second, because what's honestly been on my mind recently, and I know we're out west, and this tour is really dear to me, but at this point in my life, one thing I have been discussing is making sure that we don't neglect our home region. And you can do that years and years playing so far away and everywhere. All of a sudden, nobody knows you in your hometown, which is kind of strange and a kind of a missed opportunity. So the past few years, I've been making an effort to just play at home. And we've done we do benefit shows mainly as of late, which is great because they're all community minded. And we've talked, Knoxville's proximity to Nashville and Asheville and Chattanooga and Lexington, and there's a lot of great places to play in that region. So to your question, any band like getting started, definitely like focus on your home region. I would recommend that now more than ever, just because of the economy and the way the world works now. It makes a lot of sense to build that up, and then look for great opportunities. Look for a festival that's in the Northwest or in the Southwest, and when there's a good thing out there, then make that trip, and maybe think like target markets and regions instead of just going everywhere. I was definitely guilty of doing that for years. Like, we just went everywhere, and we have this kind of ongoing joke like, hey, that was a great show, that was really successful, let's never go back. We're busy just going to like 50 other places. You don't have to play everywhere. You can't play everywhere. You shouldn't play everywhere.
And then you have
think about where I would say have it twofold. Like, create your regional plan where you can go out and do weekends, like 1, 2, 3 shows, and then like, where in the world do you want to go? Where would your music resonate?
And you create a second region.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, like, if you have 2 regions, like, you're busy.
Yeah, no doubt.
You're busy. And then like, you can continue to build, but not get ahead of yourself and have things collapse, or just get worn out, or have people just get over it.
Certainly.
Well, and you might get to a point like the Black Lillies did, where you end up out of the country and you're playing shows in Europe,
which is bizarre. It's like, you were like, how far can we push this thing? And you can go a long ways, but I don't know. I would like to go back to Europe.
Yeah, no doubt.
Enjoy that.
Yeah.
But it's a long way. There's a lot of logistics.
Yeah, for sure.
Getting a band over there's a little daunting.
I'll find you guys there though.
Yeah.
We'll do round 2. Round 2.
Awesome. Yeah.
Anything else you want to throw in, like tour related, travel related, something like that, or anything at all?
Yeah. Learn how to hold your pee. Learn how to regulate when you have to pee, so that you don't have to make the van stop all the time.
Nobody wants to be that guy.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Ben and I talked about this when we were driving out west. We did an exceptional job. Nobody until the very last 20 minutes, Ben was like, "We got to stop to pee."
That's right. We made it all the way.
Everybody
guys,
was
I
like,
hate to do this.
Yeah. No one was like, "Guys, I hate to do this." Everybody just peed when we stopped. And I was talking to Ben. I was like, "These are the skills that no one will ever talk about," because I was like, "No, I just got back in the van. I can't chug this whole bottle of water right now because I'm gonna have to pee." So so it's like, there's just like funny things that that is a thing I've picked up over 10 years of touring. Has been like, it's like, don't chug a bunch of liquid the moment you get in the van. Let it wait out a little bit. And then you drink your liquids. And then everybody's like, you watch the gas gauge and you're like, now is the time to chug liquids. Then you do it, time to get gas, boom. Take care of your business.
This could be a chapter in my book called The Gas Station Workout, which I've been working on for about a decade.
Yeah, totally.
Like, how are we going to hack this system? Like, there's got to be a way
hydration
to
regulation.
Healthy. Like, I used to do these workouts in the gas station. People will laugh at you. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But you can get jacked if you every time you pump gas, you do some push-ups and yoga and stretches.
He throws down in the middle of like the gas pumps, just like in the middle of 2 cars,
it's also
just
good
like
for
down,
your,
doing it.
Your immune system.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, see, rehearsals and band practice, that's all overrated, right? It's all about learning how to hold your pee, do push-ups at the pump.
These are the keys to success right here. The other ones eat a lot of beef.
Taco. Oh yeah. I also
yeah,
would say
it's just an all
hack,
taco,
me,
all
food
enchilada
hack,
diet.
For me, the food hack is taquerias, taco trucks.
Yes.
Because it's
it's
gluten free. You get meat, corn, veggies. It's cheap, it's fast, and it's really good.
Yeah, totally.
That's my jam.
Yep.
But that's easier when I'm traveling by myself. You get with everybody, and then you got to take a poll, and that's all right too.
And then it gets gassy in the van.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing.
We've done pretty good on this one.
We only talked about number 1. We're not even going to talk about number 2.
We have we have one gal traveling with us right now. I feel like everyone's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
No gratuitous flagellants.
I think it's all been good. She just farts constantly. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm completely kidding.
Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna break the seal?
Yeah, exactly. I know somebody's gonna need a loud one here. It's really That's one I haven't figured out yet. Yeah, but that's the thing. Tacos, urination regulation, and what was number 3 that we said?
Push-ups at the pump.
Push-ups at the pump. Yeah, you do these 3 things, success. That's all it takes.
All right, we're out. This is 3 Tennessee boys here in Basalt, Colorado.
Yeah.
Howdy. Safe travels.
Check out the Black Lillies, Cruz Contreras, Jake Smith, killer guitarist, and subscribe to Logan. Let's go.
Yes.
Hell yeah.